So, my name is Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party. What? It's Friday night, everybody. I have no idea what my hair is doing, and that's quite all right. We're just going to do the tuck. So, my name's Eve. This is Eve's Creations Paint Party. It's Friday night, and what? All things Beachy, fam. All things Beachy. All right, guys? So, of course, we have to give props to you-know-who. And he was just here, and I don't know where he went. Butters. There he is. The man of the hour. There he is. Say hi to your fans, Butters. There you go. Good boy. All right. Hello, Sheila. How you doing, sweetheart? Tina B's in the house. What's going on, Tina B? And hello, not help. Okay, that's good. Let's not scream help yet. We just got here. All right, here's my handy dandy table, everybody. All right, we got my water, of course, my coffee. Same colors every single party. Red, yellow, white, blue, and black. Good. I'm glad you're feeling better, Tina. We got Tiny in the house. He is a small round for details. Big Boy is in the house. He is a 1-inch flat. We've got Mini-Me in the house. He looks just like Big Boy. He is a shader. And, of course, Mr. Nifty. He's a detail brush that I give away for free for anyone who sends support. So if you're sending support, make sure I get your address. Otherwise, I can't send you your brush. Hello, Gloria. Tina B, I'm glad you're feeling better. Absolutely, 6,000%. I have no... What is going on? My hair's just... But whatever. All right, we're not here for my hair. We're here for my painting, right? At least my painting skills are better than my hair skills. Hello, Panda. How you doing, sweetheart? I got your nifties all ready to go out, lovey. All right, so I'm going to put you guys in your handy-dandy holder. There it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All things Beachy. So I'm working on a 16 by 20 canvas, 16 this way, 20 straight across. You guys can work on any size canvas you want to. Just make sure you're in the general area of the canvas that I'm in, and you're going to be fine. 6,000%. No worries there. All right, guys, I cannot show you both at once what I'm working on and the finished product. So if you need a reference, take your screenshot. Hello, Carolyn. How you doing, lovey? Take your screenshot if you need a reference. All right, guys. I bring it back into frame every once in a while if I'm explaining something. But if you want that go-to shot, there you go. That's how you do it. All right, guys. So we're doing all things Beachy tonight. We got lots to do, lots of little details. I want you guys... Going rogue is 6,000% supported here, okay? I'm only here to show you how. The rest is up to you. So think about what colors you want your beach houses. What colors do you want? What little fun things do you want on your beach? We did our How-To Tuesday, all things Beachy. I showed you how to paint all those little tiny things. I'm going to show you again tonight. We did our texture and underpainting tutorial this Tuesday that just passed. So you guys can get a little head start on how to do these roofs and everything else. But it's your beach houses. You do what you want. You don't have to have a textured roof. You don't have to have stripes. You don't have to have seagulls if you don't. It's your painting. All right? So think about all those things and how you want to create everything. And I'm here to help you. If you have any questions, 6,000%. Ask me. Let me know if you're new to the fam. We'll give you a big warm welcome. And like I said, if you hit the stars or send support via Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, make sure I get your address so I can send you your Mr. Nifties. All right, guys? All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Hello, Sue. How you doing, lovey? Sue is here. So, yeah. So I have, I'm all caught up. So we've got a brush set going out. What? Thank you so much, Debbie. And Mr. Nifty's #1 to good old Panda. Mr. Nifty's #2 to Peggy. #3 to Lynn. And number 4 to Deborah. So thank you guys so much for the support. And these are heading out on their way. All right, you guys got your screenshot? You guys ready, Freddy Spaghetti? Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, it's the almighty blank canvas. It's the almighty blank canvas. It's so scary. But we're going to hit it with our almighty brushes. And then it's not going to be scary anymore. It's not going to be scary anymore. That's 6,000%. All right, swirl tap dab big boy. Swirl tap dab the bigger boy. All right, and our background's nice and simple, guys. So I'm just grabbing blue and I'm grabbing white. And if you want one of your houses to be blue, just make sure you're, make sure that you're creating either a lighter blue or a darker blue in the background. This way, if one of your houses is blue, you're going to be able to see it against the background. All right, 6,000%. 6,000%. So, I hope everybody had an amazing 4th of July weekend. Butters survived. He survived 4th of July weekend. In fact, he is in rare form. So, he might be chiming in tonight. I'd probably bet money on it. I tried to have him out as much as possible today to kind of get him some fresh air so he relaxes. So we'll see how that goes. He's making himself comfy in his condo right now. So who knows? Might work out. All right, just grabbing blue and white. Blue and white, and you're going about, so if you're going to cut your canvas into thirds, right? Middle, bottom, top. All right, so you're just doing the top part. You're just doing the top part. The top part and into the middle part. 6,000%. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Nice, easy background. Nice, nice and simple. So we could put our, you don't want the background to be too busy because we're putting all these like details and everything else on here. Did you guys just see me do that? This little push up like that? If you ever get something on your canvas that you don't want, maybe a crusty from the paint or maybe a bristle from your paintbrush, all you need to do is kind of just take your brush and do a little like scoop like this from underneath it or from the side of it if it's sideways, and then the brush will lift it off without too much disturbance. Try not to get in there like with your fingers and start pinching at it or wiping it or anything like that, because you're just going to be there forever and you're just going to wind up mushing it in worse. And you're going to get paint all over your fingers, and then you're going to have this big spot or a trail to have to fix. So, hello, Marie. How you doing, sweetheart? So, yeah. Just do the little flick upwards and you can get that right off your canvas. Okay, Samantha's back for more torture. Hello, Samantha. How you doing, lovey? How you doing, sweetheart? Samantha. Alright, so as I get to this point, now I'm going to grab a whole lot of blue. A whole lot of blue. And a microscopic amount of white. And we're going to do the water. Alright, so straight water line, right guys? That's what you guys want. If you're not good with doing horizontal, you can always flip your canvas straight up and down and just drop. Or just hold your brush back here. Put a good amount of paint on it. You hold it to your canvas straight on and you just pull. And the faster you pull, the straighter it's going to be. And then as you fill it in, you could always schmooze it a little bit if you want to. And keep in mind that this is water. The ocean is not perfectly flat. You feel good? Good. Hey, hello, Peggy. How you doing, sweetheart? You just missed it. I have your, I think it's you. Is it you? Yes, it is you. I have your nifties all ready to mail out, Peggy. I got you, girl. So, So happy to be here. Long week, came home to a happy message at home as well. So awesome, Samantha. I love it. 6,000%. So guys, if you're ever asking me something or commenting or something and I miss it, just write it again. Sometimes if we have a lot of people on, the comments go too fast, but sometimes I'm like, I'm over here, so I'm not looking over there. All right, people? So, yeah, that's the deal. Okay, so, and I'm just putting some more blue to get a little more defined line. It's a little bit of a glare over here tonight. I don't know where that's coming from, but that's okay. We don't need to see this spot right there. It's not necessary. So, I'm grabbing a whole lot of blue, a little bit of white, and I'm going to bring that down. I'm going to bring that down. Now, if you're going to do the underpainting is when you put, I have to grab more blue paint. I'm out. I am out of blue. Out of blue already. Gloria's in the house. Hello, Gloria. How you doing, sweetheart? All right, so we talked about underpainting. Underpainting is what I did in this painting to make things look weathered and worn and a little more real. Okay, so I did underpainting on the beach and with the houses. So it's up to you, right? Because it might seem weird. I'm grabbing these weird colors when we know the final result's something different. If you want it to be more bright and bold and not weathered looking, then just map with the white. All right, just map with the white, okay? So that's all you need to do. All right, now, oh, thank you so much for the stars, Samantha. Appreciate it. All right, so those of you who are just new to stars or don't know about stars, stars is a way to send support through this video. The video actually prompts it, so I'm not constantly hitting the button to ask you. It's an automatic thing. But they're a penny each, just so you know, okay? So you know what you're hitting and what you're spending and all that good stuff. And if you want PayPal or Venmo, I'll post those now. Because some of you like that instead. So here's my PayPal. Alright, and I know it takes me a millennium to hit buttons. I know, guys. I'm sorry. Alright, and here is my Cash App. And here is my Venmo. Venmo, where are you, honey? There you are. Boop. There's the Venmo. Okay, and those of you wondering about replays, yes, my replays are always available. They're always available on my page and on my YouTube channel. So that's the link to my YouTube. All right? Cool beans. Okay, so that being said, I'm actually going to keep my dirty brush. I'm going to keep my dirty brush. All right? And we got to put our waves in first. My bad. Okay, so you're going to grab white paint with that dirty brush. Darn, I wanted to paint with you tonight, but got delayed doing other things. Oh, that's okay, Lynn. Replay's always available, and you have time to catch up, Mustard. All I did was sky and water, and all I did was blue. We really didn't do anything too special yet. Okay, so I'm grabbing white paint. I'm going to hold my brush like back here, and I'm going to go through my blue, doing like a wavy line. Just like that. And just like that, you've got a wave in your water. Right? How easy peasy was that? Right? And you can do as many of these or as little of these as you want. Okay, I'm going to do another one. Whoop. There we go. There's another one. There's another one, just like that. Just like that. Okay, so you can do as many of these waves or as little as these waves as you want. You had to muster the crew together. That's okay, guys. That's all right. Is this picture with the sharks and boat? No, Lynn, this is the beach houses. This is all things beachy with the beach houses. But what? Oh, yeah. That's what this one is. Okay, so I'm going to take my dirty brush and all now, and I'm going to go right into my my brown color. So I'm grabbing yellow, grabbing red. I'm going to grab this dirty white that has blue in it. All right, I'm going to smash this around a bit, and I'm going to go right in. I'm going to go right in to my beach colors without cleaning my brush. And what this is going to do, this is going to put blue in here. If you're getting like a really, really, really green color, add more red. Okay, so what's this going to do? This is underpainting. This is underpainting the beach. So this is going, when we do the final coat on this, the beach is going to look darker. It's going to look darker in the background. This beach is going to look darker because we're undercoating it with the blue and the reddish color and a tiny little tidbit of yellow. Okay, so this is going to be the first layer. And it's going to, when we go to do the second layer, it's going to have this dark richness coming through. Okay, 6,000%. All right, now I'm going to turn around, and I want it to get a little lighter towards the front. I want it to be like two different colors. So you can have it darker back here, lighter up here, or lighter up here, darker back there. Whatever you want to do. Marja, I have no idea what you're writing, sweetheart. I don't know what that is. Is there a way to translate? No. Okay. Hello, Marja. I don't know what you're writing. Alright, so I'm going to grab that peachy color I made before. And I'm going to bring some more yellow into it. And I got to grab more white. Okay, so we're going to grab some more white. We're going to grab some more white, and we're just going to put the front beach in now. Alright, so I want the beach to be two different colors. The color that's behind the houses and the color that is with the houses in it. Okay, so that's why I grabbed more yellow, my peachy color, and some more white. That's why I grabbed that. Okay? And I'm just going to put this in. And I'm going to do little like bumpy doos or whatever. Because it's beach. Alright, it's beach. Okay, and we're just going to put this in. Easy peasy lemon squeezy like. Alright, and all sorts of colors are coming out. Because I still have that blue in my brush. And I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Because that, well, like I said, it's going to create this depth. And it's going to create these like shadows, and it's going to create all this stuff for you, and you don't have to work at it. You do not have to work at it. Alright, I'm going to do a few swipes, and then I'm going to put Big Boy in the water. Alright. Whew! Okay, that was an awful lot of talking. Woo-wee! So, it's all good though. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee, and I'm going to do some roll call. I might have missed some of yous. And give you guys a chance to catch up mustard with, because I know I grabbed like all these colors and I did all these fancy things. If you have any questions, 6,000% ask me. All right, where is my coffee? Cheers, everybody. Happy Friday. It's Friday. So I have Sheila and Tina B and Gloria and Panda and Carolyn and Sue, Marie, Samantha, Peggy. I have Gloria again. I don't know if there's two Glorias or I just wrote it twice. I probably wrote it twice. And Lynn is here, and we have a Marja that's in here, but I'm not sure we speak her language. Because I don't know what that says. 6,000%. All things beachy. So the next thing we want to do is swirl tap that Big Boy. And make sure you have some clean white. We're going to swirl tap that big boy. And make sure you have some clean white. Alright, more you swirl, cleaner you get. The more you swirl, oh, that reminds me, all of my videos are kid friendly. So I'm going to try to watch this thing. You guys try to watch your comments, and we'll be good to go. Okay? Okay. So, swirl tap that big boy. Excuse me. So, I think it was the universe today, guys. With, you know, you guys trying to get your stuff together to be able to paint. Now you have to catch the replay. Because I don't know if you guys noticed, but I was like a few minutes late. And like, everything was like all sorts of screwy. And I didn't even like get a chance to put like lipstick on. I just threw a gloss on real quick because, yeah. all this screwy stuff was going down and just eating up my time. Alright. So, big boy is officially swirl tap dab, nice and clean, and I'm going to grab that clean white, okay, and on these little wave things I did, I'm just going to put a really nice crisp line of white now. So, I'm going to hold my brush right here, and I'm going to put it straight onto the canvas, and I'm just going to pull, and I'm just going to add a nice bright white area to that wavy do that we did before. To that wavy do we did before. Okay? So that is all I'm doing. That is all I'm doing. Is putting in a brighter area on here with the white paint. Right? There we go. And don't play too much, because if your paint's wet, you're going to blend it right out. Alright, so don't play too much. But you can add that white in there and make a nice bright line. Okay, and I'm going to wipe off my brush because it picked up some blue. I'm going to grab more white, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other one. So I'm just pulling along, and I'm going to refill because see how this kind of blended out a bit? That's because I was pressing harder because I was running out of paint on my brush. But on this one, I'm going to get smart and refill as soon as it starts to run out. So this way, it stays a little more crisp for me. A little more crisp. There. There we go. There it is. Okay. Now, you can turn around and do another coat on your beach if you want to. If you don't, if you like it the way it is, you can leave it alone. So, I'm going to grab my white, and I'm going to grab my red, and I'm going to grab my yellow. Some more white, and I'm just going to smush and see what that looks like. And it's a little on the red side, so I'm going to grab some more yellow. Do another little smash. And it's like this pretty orange. It's this pretty orangey color, okay? And I'm going to put this right over the top. Now we're going to paint this too, so don't worry about, you know, not sticking to your lines. And I'm just going to pull my brush carefully under that wave. Okay, so, and I'm just spreading this nice and thin so we do see that richness of doing that blue color underneath. Okay, and I just grab more paint, and I'm going to follow under here, and then I'm just going to fill it in. And like I said, just a light coat. Just a light coat, that's all. That's all we're doing. Just a second coat, nice and light, nice and thin. If yours, you know, you want to make sure that that first layer was dry first. Okay, and I'm just doing a nice light coat so you can still see all the different colors popping through. And it kind of gives this depth and this richness from doing that underpainting before. Okay, so there we have it. All right, and now I'm going to grab, since this was lighter in the front, I did the other one the other way around. I did lighter in the back and darker in the front, but it doesn't matter. It's your beach. You do what you want. And I'm going to grab my white, and I'm going to grab some extra yellow, and I'm going to go into that peach that I just made, and we're going to do the front bumps. The front bumps! Oh yeah! And I want to grab some more white, so it's you could tell the difference between the back and the front. We're going to tell the difference between the back and the front. And like I said, a nice thin layer, nice and thin. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, and you're going to get all these little shadows and these little dark and light areas, and you don't even have to do anything to achieve those, because that's what happens when you do underpainting and you put that darker color down that you wouldn't normally think of putting. Right? Because you think beach, oh, I want peaches and I want reds and I want yellows. Why would I put blue onto my beach? Well, you put blue onto your beach because when you go and put those peaches and reds and yellows onto your canvas, it's going to look richer, and it's going to have these dark and light areas that you didn't even have to do anything to create. You didn't have to do anything to create. All you want to do is keep the second layer nice and thin, okay, and smooth it all through, and then you get all these things created for you. Big boy's going in the water now. Close up. Hi everybody. So you can see some of that blue sneaking in, and back here. But all it does is create shadow and then brighter areas for you without even having to work at it. And nobody is going to know any better. You love it, right, Marie? Marie? Nice, easy hack. It's a hack, baby. Oh, yeah, it's a hack. Okay, so next we're going to do is we're going to map out our beach houses. We're going to map out our beach houses, and it doesn't matter that stuff is wet. Like I said, we're not coming in with a base white. It doesn't matter if stuff is wet and you wind up getting browns and beiges and blues into your mapping, because that's actually going to make your houses more realistic and not a big bold pop of color. If you want the big bold pop of color, right? If you want that graphic look and not the weathered look, let this dry and then do the white, okay? If you want the weathered look, you're going to do this while this is still wet, all right? Okay, 6,000%. So I need to stop talking and do this while this is still wet. All right, so I got to grab more... I gotta grab more white paint though. I'm running out of paint like a lot tonight. See that? I already refilled my palette like 3 times already. I already refilled my palette like 3 times already. And I'm gonna fast forward whatever that was playing in the background. I have no idea what that was. Okay. So swirl tap that big boy. You don't even have to worry about him being that clean. You just want to make sure that he doesn't have a lot of globs. I'm not even cleaning them that good. I'm going to grab my white paint. We're going to find our center. Find our center of our canvas. Find the center. Woo-saw. Woo-saw. And there it is. It's right about there. So the first house on your humpy bump here. Okay, you want to mark your center. All right, just mark your center. And then you're going to go on either side of your center. And you're going to go above your little wavy doos. And down to this humpy lumpy part. Okay, so here's my center. I'm just going to draw that in. And I'm going to go even Steven on both sides. Start off smaller than what you actually want it, because the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. And also, you want to make sure you leave room for the other two beach houses. Okay, you want to make sure you leave room for that. Now, is this all crookedy and weird? Yeah. Do I care? No, because as I fill it in, I'm going to fix it. We're going to fill and fix. We're going to fill and fix. And to get a straight line, you very simply just put your brush on there, give a little press, and you pull. You move the hand, not the brush. And the faster you pull, the straighter your line is going to be. 6,000%. So we are just going to pull and fill this in. Fill this in. Nice and easy peasy like. And you want enough white to where you're not like seeing this wavy do in the background, but you don't want so much to where you know, you got this like massive block of sticky white going on. All right, you don't want to go get nutty. Okay, don't be getting all nutty. Right? And like I said, this isn't going on white because everything was still wet in the background and still a little tacky, and that's okay. And now I'm just going to go up from the bottom like this. Okay, and don't worry about your you know, if you go over your beach lump, that's okay. We can always go back in with the beach color and clean that up. Always go back in with the beach color and clean that up. Okay, so I'm going to come behind you guys. Whoa, I'm creeping behind you. Oh, wow, that's like not center and crooked. I love when I paint from the side. I can't see what I'm doing at all. Alright, I don't want to make this too big, so we're just going to put one more here. And another one here, just to kind of make it not crooked. Alright, there we go. That's a little bit better. Alright. 6,000%. Doesn't matter if mine's crooked. They'll just look like they've been there longer. You guys do it straight. Alright? It doesn't matter if mine's crooked. Okay, now we're going to do our triangle roof. So I'm going to find the center of my house. I'm going to do a little mark. Little marky mark. And I'm just going to pull that way and that way. Okay? And fill that in. And just fill that in. And like I said, you're not doing a thick coat. You're just kind of pushing some paint onto there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And we're going to do the same thing with the other houses. Except the other houses are floating in the air. They're just floating in the air. That's what they're doing. So, I'm going to look at this space between here and the edge of my canvas. And I'm going to find the center of that. I'm going to give myself a mark. Okay, and then I'm going to go on either side of that. Right, and make my square and leave enough room so you can get a roof on this bad boy. So leave enough room so you can get a roof on there. And, you know, do your little, mark your spot for your triangle. Put your triangle in. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Fill and fix. Fill and fix. Alright, 6,000%. And fill and fix. Okay, so. And I already explained how I'm doing that, so I can do it a little faster. Just because I got a lot of things to show you guys tonight. I got a lot of things to show you guys, so we're gonna fill and fix this a little quickly. A little quickly. And the roof. And the roof. The roof. The roof. The roof is on fire. Okay, and now I'm going to grab my white. Yes, I'm mapping the house. We're just mapping in dirty white. We're just mapping with a dirty brush and a wet background, and we're not worrying about it because we want it to look weathered. So we're creating a mapping that has undertones to it, or underpainting, I guess you could call it. All right, I'm grabbing white with my brush, and I'm going to make sure he's nice and thin and flat. And I'm going to follow down. I'm going to hold back here, and I'm going to follow down the side of my house and shoot to my lumpy bump right there. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Pull. Whoop, to the other lumpy bump right there. Okay? And you can make this thicker. Right? So you can either make it thicker, like churning your brush and doing like a 1 inch, if you have a 1 inch brush. Or you can make it thicker just by pulling vertically until you grab the thickness that you want. Okay, I'm just turning big boy. That's how I'm making it thicker. Okay, next house. Moving right along. We're moving right along. Okay, so I'm going to find the center between here and here. Okay, I'm going to find the center between here and here, and it's somewhere in there. And I'm going to make my square. Okay, so, and you can have this line up with the other one if you want to, or you can have it at a different height. It's really up to you. If you want it to line up, you just kind of take your hand and go whoop, like this. Or you can turn around and do like one hand down, and then do this one hand down. Okay, so you can do that. And this one's like 5 fingers across. So you can do this one 5 fingers across. So if you want it matchy-matchy, just line it up. Okay, if you want it matchy-matchy, you can easily use your hand to measure your spaces. Right? You can easily use your hand to measure your spaces if you want it matchy-matchy. It's up to you. It's your beach, it's your house. This painting's a lot of fun. You guys can get so creative with it. I want you to get 6,000% creative with it because it's all things beachy. It's all things beachy, so you guys can have fun with this. Add whatever little details and pieces you want. Make your houses smaller, larger, however you want them to be. And I'm going to find the center of this house, put my mark, do my triangle, and fill that in. Notice I'm holding this like a pencil. Okay, I'm holding it like a pencil. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm holding it like a pencil. I'm using the flat edge of the brush to get my paint filled in. Now I'm going to do my pillars or sticks or whatever these things are called. Thank you so much for the stars, Brenda. What a sweetheart you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you, baby doll. Thank you so much, lovey. Okay, so I'm going to pull from the side of my house. Straight down. Bam. Till I hit my lumpy bumpy beach. And are those houses on stilts? How do people get in? They have a ladder, honey. There's ladders. See? They got ladders. Stilts. Yeah, whatever, Carolyn. I don't know what they're called. Pilings? But they got ladders, Sue. We're going to paint ladders. 6,000%. Okay. So, and we're going to pull. Whoop. There it is. Just like that. And I'm going to turn big boy the other way. And pull up my brush. And grab some more paint. Pull up my brush. Just like that. Bam! We have 3 houses. We have 3 houses. And since Sue brought up the how are they going to get in, let me pull Big Boy into some white paint. And I'm wiping Big Boy, so he like cut you, like a cut you edge on here. See this? Not blobby, not goopy. Nice straight edge on my brush. You have to pay attention to what your brush looks like. Because if it's all mushed up and mashed up and messy, you're going to get all mushed up, mashed up, and messy. Okay, so you have to pay attention to what your brush looks like, guys. Okay, and since Sue mentioned how are they going to get in the house, let's do our ladders. So 6,000%. You want to mark where your door is going to be. Okay, so my door is going to be there. And on the other one, my door is going to be here. Okay, and I'm going to take my white paint and my nice flat brush. And we're going to go from where the corner of the door is. And you want to angle outwards slightly. Okay, so I'm going to pull and angle out slightly. And the same with this one. Just like that. And then there's the slats, right? So I'm just going to put big boy on here and wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. A little back and forth, back and forth. There we go. And we have our ladder. And on the other side, same thing. Now you could cover these stilts up if you want to. It's not that big of a deal. It's up to you on how big you want your door to be, how big you want your ladder to be. I just made this guy like Gigantor. He's my George house. Right, Tina B? So these guys had to be a little smaller. So, and that's why my doors are more narrow. But it's totally up to you guys, all right? So I'm going to go where my door is going to be. And I'm just going to pull and bring it into the sand. And same over here. I'm going to pull at a slight little angle. Bring it into the sand. And I'm going to grab some more paint. And we're going to wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle it just a little bit. Wiggle it just a little bit. And now we're just going to dash some lines in. And there is our second ladder. Okay? 6,000%. Yes, I got a George house in this one. In the original, I had it more evened out. So then I had the double doors. See that? And these were a little wider because this house was actually smaller than the other two. So, and this one, this house is bigger than the other two. So, these things happen. Am I concerned about it? No. I'm not. I'm going to have beach houses, and they're going to look fun, and they're going to look weathered, because we did our underpainting, and everything's going to be gravy. So, I'm not concerned about it at all. And neither should you be. Neither should you be. Okay? Alright, 6,000%. So, big boy is in the water. We're going to turn around and give you a little ketchup mustard time. What? And then we're going to add our textured roofs and our colors on our houses. And then we're going to map out all of our little details. And then we're going to color everything in and we're going to be all set. We're going to be all set. And I finished my coffee, so you guys ketchup mustard, and I'm going to go get my soda. Because copious amounts of caffeine, guys. Copious amounts of caffeine. Hi, everybody. I'm on this side. Hello, everybody. Hello. So, my fan paint with me. I got a surprise for you guys. I have a surprise for you. It's not finished, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. Oh, yeah. It's not finished, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. Cheers, everybody. Happy Friday. Oh, and FYI, it's my birthday month. Excuse me. Everybody needs to know that it's my birthday month. All right, so I'm swirl tap dabbing, big boy. I'm not worrying about how clean he gets because we're going to do browns. I just want to get all the goop out of the center of him. So there he is. And we're going to do browns. We're going to texture our roofs. And this is easy peasy lemon squeezy. You guys ready for this? Okay, 6,000%. So I'm going to leave this alone because I want to be able to fix this. And that was my color. So I'm going to leave that alone. And I'm going to start off new. Okay, and I'm going to bring you guys in a little closer. Hi, close up. So I want to show you on the center house, and it's the same deal with all three houses, but I want to bring you in closer so you can see what I do with my paint. Okay, so I'm going to grab yellow. Actually, we'll just leave the yellow in there and make that messy. Okay, I'm going to grab red. I'm going to grab a smidge of blue. Okay, and I'm going to grab my white. Okay, and I'm going to smash, smash. And when I smash, smash, I'm going to see what I get. And it's somewhere in the brown family. So that's good. That is good. Okay, and I'm just going to do some smash, smash. And not over smash, just a little smash, smash. Okay, now, see that? See my brush, how it has all the different colors on it? That's what you want. That's what you want. Because you're very easy. That's why I smashed like this and didn't mix it. I just went like this instead. So what we're going to do. Oh, somebody's on here. Who's new to the group? Oh, there's Brenda. Brenda, you're new to the group. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. And you sent the stars too? Everybody give Brenda a warm Eve's Creations family welcome. Hi, Brenda. Hello, 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 sweetheart. If you have any questions, just ask. Okay, so you want that all like that. You know why? Because when you go to here and you do a little pull, you're going to get all that separation of color. And then you want to leave it alone. And then you're going to pull another piece right here, like in the opposite direction. And you're just going to do these little crissy-cross things. Okay? And if you start, now I'm going like this with my brush too, to get all that mess that was on the side of it. So I'm like actually laying my brush flat to get that mess. Okay? So when you start to put this on and you're not getting those separations of color, then you just want to kerplunk again. Okay? And you don't want to play too much. If you want to do like one mini swipe over it, then do a little mini swipe over it. But don't play too much. Okay? And that is how you get the texture easy peasy, lemon squeezy on your roof. Okay? And then if you want to clean it up, you can just do a line across like this and just clean up. Do a little clean up like that. If you want to outline your beaches later on at your houses, you could always outline them. And now leave it alone. Leave it alone. So now I'm going to wipe off my brush. Lots of double names, right? I'm going to wipe off my brush. And I'm going to do it again. And I'm going to do it again for the other house. Okay, so I'm going to kerplunk. I'm going to make sure it's all different colors on my brush. And I'm going to do the same exact thing. Now, you could change it. Like, hello, 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 Donna. How you doing, lovey? Oh, Donna's late to class. Oh, Donna. Now, if you want to change the color, like if you want it to be a little more blue or a little more yellow, like say you want this roof to be a little more on the blue side, you could kerplunk and then do a mini dip in your blue. See that? And then you're going to get more blue coming out. 2 Brendas, 2 Glorias, and there's one more. 2 Brendas, so it is 2 Glorias. There he is. I told you he'd be chiming in tonight. So, I'm going to just pull. And then see how it has more blue color in it? And then you just want to turn your brush. You just want to turn your brush. And like I said, leave it alone. I didn't see Jincy, Donna. I go to see what he's barking at, and there's absolutely nothing out there. I guess a leaf flew by. Okay, so if you notice, I am just turning my brush in different directions. That's all I'm doing. And if it gets to a point where you turn your brush and it winds up being a solid color, you just grab more paint. You just grab more paint. And I'm going to extend my roof line a little bit. And then I'm going to cut my line across. I'm going to do another kerplunk into the blue and then into my messy color. And I'm going to boop and boop and boop and boop. And I'm just going to do a little touch. Just a little touch, since there's blue coming out of my brush right now and I'm digging it. I'm just going to do a little touch like that to get it through the roof more. Oh, you're distant cousins? Oh my goodness, that's great. That's so awesome. So you really are fam in the fam. Okay, kerplunking in that big messy pile I made. I'm going to grab, I'm going to do a little bit of red. I'm going to make this one look reddish. So I grabbed some red paint. And same thing, guys. Same thing. You're just crisscrossing. And if it starts, I'm going to put my little guideline in. You know, you can extend your triangle a little bit on your roof. So, same process. Just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And, you know, when this dries, you can go back in and add a little schmooze in if you want to put some more little tiny, like I'm just doing a quick dab. You see that? Just a quick dab. So when these dry, if you want to add even more texture to it, you can do like these little quick dabs in there and add more texture. Okay? Brenda, that's awesome. That's really funny. Okay. So, since we have this brown on our brush, let's do our pilings. That's what they're called. I figured it out. Let's do our pilings and our ladders. So, I am just going to pull with Big Boy and do this piling right here. And with the colors all separated on my brush, it's doing all these nifty little things that I don't even have to work at. Kerplunk them again. Do the other piling. Just pulling with my brush. It's all I'm doing. And then I'm going to turn it sideways to get a nice line on the outer part there. And then we're just going to grab Mini-Me and a microscopic amount of black paint. Do a little dab dab. And we're going to zigzag zoom right underneath the house. We're going to zigzag zoom right underneath the house to do a little shadow. Just like that. Okay, and on to the next. Yeah, I'm being OCD about that. And same thing with the other piling, same process. Gonna kerplunk my brush. I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna pull. And I'm gonna turn my brush over, pull again. Kerplunk again. Do the other one. I'm going to grab Mini Me with some black paint. And I'm just going to zigzag zoom right underneath the house. Right there. And a little over here. And if you wind up grabbing a lot of paint with your zigzag zoom, and you can have fun with this, you could bring some of those zooms like down into the piling too if you want to change up of color. So 6,000%, it's up to you. You know, you want to play a little bit and put some different colors throughout your piling, you can do that too. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I'm just going to put Big Boy in my water, because, oh wait, no, we gotta do our ladder. Alright, I'm leaving them out. What I want to do is grab, I'm gonna swirl tap dab Mini Me, and I'm just gonna grab a little bit of white paint, and where I went kind of over my line into my house and my piling, I'm just gonna soften that out. We're just gonna soften it out. That's all. Okay, ladders. So we're going to come back over here, grab my brown that I made, make sure I have a nice thin flat edge, pull, okay, and if it's going on front of your piling, just add a, I got to grab white paint, just add a little white to your paint so it's a lighter color, that's all. So, easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. Keep it simple, alright? Keep it simple. Just grab a little bit of white paint, and then grab your brown. Make sure you have a nice flat edge, and then you can pull. And with the white being in the brush, it's going to go over the piling. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Because you don't want to go over these too much. Because the more you play with it, the bigger it's going to get. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. You got to tell your pup it was a false alarm. And we're just going to pull. And we're just going to pull on this side. Just like that. And now I'm going to put Big Boy in the water because we're going to use Mini Me to do the slats and the detail on the bottom. So I'm going to grab Mini Me. And I'm going to grab the brown paint that I made. And very easy peasy, guys. I'll show you how do I do it, and then I'm going to rock it out real fast. Okay? So I'm just Mini Me. And I'm just going to go toot toot back and forth like that. Just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's all I'm going to do. And you can make these as big or as small as you want them. It's totally up to you. And I'm going in front. I'm going in front of the drop down. Okay, so this is laying on top of the drop down. And like I said, you can grab, if you want to grab some white, you can grab some white. If you really want it to be like a big difference between the sides and the top step, like you can grab some white like that. And you can just throw some white on these so you can really tell the difference between the two. Okay, so I put the brown on. Now I'm just grabbing white with my dirty brush. And I'm just going to do a little pull across. And now you can tell that the step is on top of the sides. You can tell the step is on top of these sides, just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And you could also, if you want to, See, it depends how invested you want to get. So if you want to, I'm grabbing Mr. Nifty, and I'm going to grab some of that black paint, and then underneath each step where the piece is, you can always turn around and do like a little black under there. So it really depends on how like invested you want to be with creating the realism. So, but it's just a little sliver of black paint underneath, and it just creates a little bit of a shadow, and all of a sudden it looks like you did all this stuff to make it look real, and you really didn't do a thing. You just made paint a little bit lighter and then added some black dashes. Oh my goodness. So hard, right? It's so hard. And I'm going to do the same exact thing on the other side. Alright, so I'm going to grab my brown, and we're just going to cut these across just like that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So just cutting these across. And you can make, you know, as I move down the ladder, they're getting bigger and bigger because it's getting closer and closer to me. Okay, so we can just turn around and make them bigger as you go further down. Right? Because they're getting closer and closer to you. And then I'm going to grab some white paint. And I'm going to do a little zoot, 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 like that. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Alright, sound effects help. Sound effects always, always, always help. Do, do, do. And there we go. Bam, bam, bam. Grandma couldn't. This is Grandma's house, too. Grandma's in the middle, keeping the kids in check. She's in the middle. So... Alright, put my white, da 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 da, and then I can put my little black lines. Hello, 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 and make her a ramp. There you go. Hello, 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 April. How you doing, sweetie? What's up, sweetheart? So, and I'm grabbing Mr. Nifty. Brenda, who's new to the fam. You sent me stars. Thank you so much. On my page, there's a send me a message button. Hit that button and send me your address so I can send you out your Mr. Nifties. Because whoever gives me support gets Mr. Nifties for free. Okay, so make sure you do that. And just like that, da 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 da. Not home yet, darn. You're going to do this one? Okay, that's fine. 6,000%. You know what's here waiting for you. Yes, yes, Brenda, you're welcome, of course. This is Mr. Nifty, and he's great for details. Everybody on here could tell you all about it. He's just a little guy, and he's very nifty. So you get 2 of those. Yep, $3 minimum, and you pass that. Thank you. And I send you out nifties. And the $3 is just because of postage. The darn post office. The darn post office getting the postage. So, ketchup mustard time. Let's do a little roll call. We got Donna and Sheila and Tina B and Gloria and Panda, Carolyn, Sue, Marie, Samantha, Peggy, Gloria, Lynn, Marja, Brenda, and April. If I missed you, let me know. Or if you want to say hello and not be a creeper. Creepers are okay. We don't mind the creepers either. Those are people that watch and don't say hi or anything. And we have watchers. Most of you are watchers. I'm not sure how many of you actually paint while I'm painting. I get the gist that a lot of you are like to watch me do it first and then watch the replay to paint, which is a totally fine process. That's just fine. Hi, Jill. Hello, 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 sweetheart. Welcome to the fam. Everybody give Jill a warm Eve's Creations welcome. Hello, sweetie. Marie, you're so good with the compliments. saying it's beautiful. Oh, by the way, I went with, I got a new eyeliner, and it's like a turquoise color. So I was like digging it. So I went with some blue. Some blue for the ocean. You like to paint the replay, Peggy? And Donna, you paint the replay. And Tina... and Tina paints on the replay. Yep, see? So I got you guys. I'm getting it. I'm getting the vibe here. Okay, so we got to put the colors on our house. So think of what colors you want. Do you want to do Gloria's painting? Woo, woo. All right, Gloria. When you guys are done with your painting, whether you're painting them now or whether you paint them later, make sure you post it to the event page. I already put the post up. Hello, 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 Joan. How you doing, sweetheart? Everybody give a warm welcome to Joan. Hi, hon. So on the event page, there's a post and it says share creations here. So share your creations there. And you also paint the replay, but that's okay. That's cool. Hey, you know what? You guys do what you do. It's all good. So think about what colors you want your houses. Mine is red and white, yellow and red and orangey, and purple. All right. So those are the colors on my original. And I'm going to show you guys how to do the stripe. Those of you that were here with me on Tuesday already know how to do the stripe. 6,000%. Those of you that are just joining, prepare to be amazed. Right? Prepare to be amazed. Okay, so if you want to take Big Boy and a little bit of white paint and clean up your edges here, you can do that. Okay, so if you want to do a little cleanup with the white paint, you know, you can clean up your edges because you did the ladder and the pilings, or as Sue called it, the stilts, which that works too. So if you need to do a little cleanup, do a little cleanup. Cleanup. There we go. All right. And Marie, do I have a surprise for you, sweetheart? Just learn from me and apply what you remember and go rogue for the rest. I 6,000% support that. I 6,000 support that, Tina B. Marie, I got a surprise for you. All right, so this one over here, red and white. So I'm going to wipe my brush off. And what you want to do, easy peasy, you plunk one side in the red. Prepare to be amazed. One side in the red. One side in the white. You go up to your house. And I want to make sure the red is lined up underneath the roof. And you just pull. Just like that. And then you go under your white stripe and you pull again. And since we did our mapping dirty, right? We went dirty with it. Oh, yeah. These are going to look more weathered and not like blast you in the face. Okay? If you want it to pop, just do like a really good coat of white first. But if you want the weathered, muted look, you just have to do the white all dirty like. And just like that, color on each side, we have our stripes. And then for this part, I'm going to put my red down like this because I don't have enough room to do the double stripe. So I'm just going to put the red side down, a Big Boy, and pull this across. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. 6,000%. So I'm going to swirl my brush because now he's all smushed. He's smushed. I smushed him. He's all smushy smush. So I'm going to give him a little swirl tap dab. And I got to get some clean yellow. And we'll do the red and yellow stripe now. And my red paint actually behaved, guys. So those of you that weren't around, was it on Tuesday? Was it Tuesday, fam, that I went live and I had red paint all over my arm and poor little Jinsey thought I hurt myself? I literally had red paint all over my arm. It was hysterical. Okay, so same process. Clean yellow, clean red. One corner red, one corner yellow. Okay? And you're going to do your stripe. And I'm going to put it so the red is underneath the roof, because underneath the roof is going to be darker. And just like that, you make your stripe. Now, I'm going to flip this because my yellow line didn't come out that thick. So I'm going to flip this so my yellow is here. And I'm going to make that line thicker. Okay? And so if you wind up not getting your line be thicker, just flip your brush and then redo that line that was underneath. Redo that line that was underneath. So I'm grabbing yellow. I'm grabbing red. We're going to come under here and pull. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, right guys? I love this hack. This hack just makes me happy. It's a happy hack, guys. It's a happy hack. Yes, 6,000%. And I'm just going to grab just some yellow, and I'm going to do the smush across. So I put yellow on that corner, and I'm just going to smush this across to fill in the bottom stripe. Just like that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, so I'm swirl tap dab my brush, and we gotta make purple. We're making the purples, people. The purples is going on. Then I'm gonna map out all the little fun things on the beach with you guys. And by then our stripes will be dry, and I could show you all the fun things on the houses. So now we're getting to like the really fun part. Like doing the texture and doing the stripes really fun too. But now we get to like make the beach with all the little fun things. You know, the seagulls and the buckets and the sandcastle and all of that happy stuff. So I'm gonna swirl tap that big boy, and I need some purple murple. So I'm gonna grab my red. I'm gonna grab my blue. I'm gonna come over here, do a smash. I'm going to add a little bit of white to it, just so it's kind of like, so I can tell that it's going to be purple, number one, because it's really dark, and number two, just to make it a little lighter. Okay, so, and we can mix this pretty good. We don't have to do any of that, like, texture stuff. You can give this a good mix. Isn't that pretty? Marie, don't you love it? Look at that. Look how pretty and rich that is. I love it. 6,000%. And now I'm going to swirl tap dab my brush. I'm going to swirl tap dab my brush. And I'm going to kerplunk in the white on the side. And I'm going to kerplunk in the purple on the side. Oh, I got a little separate. If your brush does that, you can do a little back and forth wiggle with it. But since I have the paint on here and I can't do that without mixing my two colors, I'm just going to turn around and take my fingers, and if you press and push, it'll put them together again. So if your brush ever separates like that, if you press it down and do a wiggle back and forth, it'll fix the bristles. But if you are like set up like I was, that you don't want the paint to mix on your brush, you can give a little push with your fingers, and that'll get them to go together. Okay, so purple under the roof because that's darker. And pull. Ooh, so pretty, right? I love it. 6,000%. So pretty. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. Look at that little like ombre effect we got going on there. Close up. Look at that. Look at that like little ombre effect we got going on, right? And you didn't do a darn thing. You really didn't do a darn thing to get that to happen, did you? No, you didn't. But you don't have to tell anybody that. They can think that you worked really, really, really hard painting each stripe individually. And zigzag zoomed and all that happy stuff just to get an ombre. Alright, kerplunk, kerplunk. 2 different sides. And we're going to pull, baby. Locked and loaded. There it is. Ba-bam. And I'm just going to pull from the other side, going this way. Ba-bam. Sweet. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to swirl tap dab my brush, and now I'm going to fix my beach. I'm going to fix my beach under my house. Okay, so we're just going to do a little fix up here. So, and that's why I saved my color from before, because to rematch peach, it's never going to happen. So I'm grabbing that with some of my yellow, because I did grab yellow. Thank you so much for all the likes and the hearts and everything else, guys. And I'm just going to clean this up. And I got to add a little bit of white. I forgot. I did white, yellow, and that pile. So I'm just going to clean up my little beachy area here. Way too much white, Eve. Wipe the brush off. Hold up. Blend it out. Blend her out. Blend it out. Blend it out. Way too much white. That's okay. I'll go back in with my peach again. And just fill it in. That's okay. It's alright that we had a lot of white on there. We can deal with that. We can deal with that. No worries. No worries. That's why I made this hill and that hill back there 2 different colors. See? There's a method to the madness, everybody. There's a method to the madness. I'm just going to come over here, clean up under my piling, clean up under my ladder legs. Okay, do a little clean up over there. Tuck this in between my ladder. Just like that. Clean up, clean up. Do, 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 do. Clean up. Do, 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 do. And I'm going to tuck it in here. And tuck it in there. Clean up the bottom. Now I'm going to grab Mini Me. And this is a really thin layer, guys, because I got to map all my cute little things. So if you're doing some cleanup, hopefully you had the same color and didn't do what I did. Thin, thin, thin layer. Thin, thin, thin layer. Okay. So I'm going to grab Mini Me. And where my the bottom of my ladders are, I'm going to just do a little swoop swoop. Okay? So bring it on in, people. I'm going to do a little swoop swoop right here. So I'm just going to come down from my and then do the little boop. Just like that. And boop. Just like that. And if you were doing cleanup and you wound up getting some beach over your ladder here, that's okay. You can just put it back over the top. Alright, so we're just going to do a little swoop swoop on the bottom part of the ladder. And the same thing on the other ladder. And you could do like a little, you can do that with your pilings too. Do a little rounded edge with your pilings. If you want to. Okay, so you can take care of that. And, you know, it doesn't matter if you match the brown up or not. You can just feed the little sweeps of brown through the rest of the piling if you want to. And do the same thing on the other side. Okay, same thing on the other side. That's all. Bring this down. Bring this down. Okay, did I get my beach over, you know, fixing my beach a little bit, so I'll just clean it up here and there. And do the bottom of my piling. Swoop, there it is, and swoop, there it is. And feed that through here, there, not everywhere. Add a little more dimension to our piling. Do, 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 do. dab, smush, whatever. It don't matter. All right, so let's add our little grassy pieces. So this dries so I can show you the details. Okay, so grassy pieces that are, and I'll refer to this now to show you each little piece. Grassy pieces. And you guys make up your mind. You add what you want, add what you don't, you know, don't add what you don't want, add what you want, you know, all those happy things, okay, guys? So I'm going to do these little grassy pieces right here. All right, so 6,000%. I'm just going to grab my blue and my yellow and my white with my tiny brush. So some white, some blue, some yellow, and do a little smush smush over here. It's a little light, so I'm going to add some more blue. Make it a little darker. And we're just going to flicky-do. We're flicky-doing. There's lots of close-ups, so I won't scream into the camera every time I bring you guys in this time. Because there's going to be lots of close-ups. Alright, I'm holding my brush here, and we're just doing flicky-do. Flickies. That's it. That's all you need to do. Just little flicky-doos. And if you want to add some darker pieces, just go into your blue. And you could add light touch, because you don't want these mixing together. Okay, and there you go. Alright, and same thing on the other side. What? Same thing on the other side. So, flicky-do, flick, 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 flicky, flick, flicky, flick, flicks, flick, 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 flick. Okay, and grabbing just blue now. Doot and doot, 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 doot. There we go. Swirl, tap, dab my brush. What do you guys want to do next? Let's do, you want to do, alright, flippy flops. Flippy flops. So, grabbing, swirl, tap, dabbing my tiny brush. So, tiny is just a small round brush for details, guys. That's what he is. Okay? Tiny. Alright, and I'm going to get some clean paper towel going on over here because I have all my smushing from doing the houses. So, you got to pay attention to that, guys. Seriously though, when you're painting, you need to pay, well, I said it before and I was messing around with you, but seriously, you need to pay attention to what your brush looks like, okay? You have to look at your brush, you know, does it have a big glob of paint on it? Is the bristles all separated? Is it, you know, like you have to pay attention to what's on your brush because what's on your brush is going to land here. Alright, and you have to pay attention to your paper towels because if you go to swirl, tap, dab and you've got a big huge glob of paint, where was it that I just hit it, right? If you got big large globs of paint on your paper towel, when you go to dry your brush off, you're getting that paint back onto your brush. So, you know, those are some things that you want to pay attention to because then you go to paint and you're like, where did this black come from? Well, it came from your paper towel. You know, but we do that, you know, sometimes we don't pay attention to stuff like that, and that's okay. That's okay, you know, because there's ways to fix that, but just to make life a little bit easier. Alright, so, flippy flops. Flippy flops are really easy, figure eights, okay? So, if you want it at an angle, you just draw your line at an angle, and then you do your figure eight around that line, and then you just fill and fix. You just fill and fix. That's it. 6,000%. Grab a little bit more paint, and my flippy flop person was messy, so he just threw them. They're not all lined up perfect. Draw my line, and do my 8 around my line, and fill and fix. Just fill and fix. That's all. Soften it up a little bit. There you go. Flippy flops. Okay, and we're just going to go back in and color those in. Okay, next thing is a bucket. We got to do a bucket. We got to do a bucket. Alright, so, bucket. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay, so you're going to do a circle. I got to leave room for my sandcastle. Alright, so make sure I leave room for my sandcastle. So I'll do my bucket here. Circle, just like that. Angle in, and round the bottom. And always start off smaller than what you want it to be, because the more you play with it, bigger it gets. And fill it. Don't fill this. Don't fill the circle though. Just fill this part. And we got a bucket. There's our bucket. Okay. And I'm gonna wipe off my brush, and I'm gonna do my shovel. Do my little shovel. Okay. So the shovel is a horseshoe, just like that. Can you guys see this? I think I can bring you a little closer, but not much. There we go. Can you guys see this? Okay. Alright, there you go. Alright, so you do a little horseshoe, and a little stem, little circle, and pull this across, and fill it in. Okay, and there is your shovel. So, and I had flippy flops over here somewhere, so you guys can add your flippy flops anywhere you want to. Now we got to do our castle, right? So I'm going to grab Mini-Me. That's my favorite part. Yes, I am the 40-something year old that goes to the beach and builds a sandcastle. That's me. I collect shells and I build sandcastles. I do not like going in the ocean. I'm a chicken, and I go up to my knees, and that's about as far as that I'll go, because in the past I've gone further, and whoever I went with are like, oh, I got you, and then I get wiped out, wind up on the beach, sputtering and spitting, and lucky I'm alive. So this chicken goes knee-high and builds sandcastles. Bury your feet in the sand. Oh, doesn't that feel so good when you do that? 6,000%. I love it. That's fun too. Or you make that little hump so when you lay down, it's like in your back. I haven't been to the beach yet this year, guys. I literally live 15 minutes from the largest boardwalk in New Jersey, and Island Beach State Park and Seaside, and I literally live 15 minutes. Haven't been there yet. Haven't been there yet. Hi, Cindy. How you doing, sweetheart? Hello, honey. So, Mini-Me, brown paint. You wanted a different color than what your beach is. Okay, so I'm gonna grab this brown. And you're gonna turn around, and with Mini-Me, you're gonna just do a line, and a line, and then a rectangle. Okay, that's what you're going to do with Mini-Me. Alright, so you can make two little towers and your rectangle. And then you're going to come in with the Tiny. Tiny is in the house. Yes, and I'm going to grab the same brown. And then with Tiny, what you want to do is you want to round out this bottom here. Okay, and grab some more paint. Now, Tiny is not a marker. You have to grab more paint. Pushing harder on him doesn't create more paint to come out. You have to keep refilling him with paint. Okay, so we're grabbing Tiny. And then I'm going to wipe him off. And I'm going to grab some white. Any tips on how to make a straight line? Yes, Joan. Lots of tips on how to make a straight line. I got you. Let me finish my sandcastle first, though. Priorities. And I just grabbed some white and outlined. Did a little outline. Did a little outline here. Little outline on this side. So, and now I gotta grab Mr. Nifty and put in the square pieces on the top of the tower. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to grab black. And I'm going to put in my little windows. Doot and doot. My little windows over here. If any of you want more detailed explanation on these things, I did a whole how-to Tuesday. And we did all things Beachy. And I explained every single one of these little pieces with a little bit more time and detail. But it's your sandcastle. Make it however you want to make it. 6,000%. And I'm going to come in with, alright, tips on how to make a straight line. Okay, so if you guys want to, when everything's all said and done, I actually outlined my houses. Okay? I actually outlined my houses. So, straight line, Joan. Flat brush, 1-inch flat. I call him Big Boy. Okay, swirl, tap, dab. You got to make sure he has a nice crisp edge to him. And then you got to make sure that your paint is not goopy. So if you need to add a little bit of water to it, you can add a little bit of water to it. Okay, and you pull your brush so you still have that nice flat edge. Alright, you can pull it on the side of your palette like this, whatever you need to do. Alright, so you can turn around and do a straight line holding your brush back here and pulling. So I'm going to place this on my spot, straight up on the canvas, and I'm just going to pull. Like that. Okay? You can also do it where you're in control freak mode, but you have to be really careful on the amount of pressure because you don't want a thick line. And you could do this in sections. So I'm in control freak mode. Place still straight up against the canvas. It's hard to see because my hand's in the way. But straight up against the canvas, and you just do your pulls in sections, and then when you're done, you can clean it up with a pull. Alright? Now the trick is to move your hand, not the brush. Alright? So I can still have it in control freak mode if I know I'm not going to press hard, and I can just pull. Notice my arm is leaning against this thing. Right? It's stabilized. And then I'm just doing a pull with it straight up against the canvas. Can you do straight lines with smaller brushes? Absolutely. It's actually more difficult. To tell you the truth, it really is. So straight line, I got to do my flagpole. So I'm going to grab Tiny. Okay, I'm going to grab Tiny. And it's the same method, though. It's the same method I just did with the big brush. So you want to move your hand, not the brush. So you're going to put your brush onto the canvas. And I got it weird so you can see what I'm doing. But you want to go straight on like this. And you're just going to, and I don't want to put my hand in that. And you just put your brush on the canvas where you want it. And you move your hand. And the faster you go, the straighter it's going to be. 6,000%. Okay, Joan? Alright, so, Mini-Me. I'm grabbing Mini-Me, because I got to do the flag anyway. I'm going to grab white paint. And we're going to do our little flag. So pull this out, do a squiggy-doo. And pull this out, boop, boop, boop. There is our flag. Okay. On this house, since I have the white paint, on this house was the life preservers. Life preservers. Okay, so take the white paint. And you're going to do a circle, so you can do a parentheses and a parentheses, or you can just do, you know, it's up to you on how confident you are with your circle skills. Okay, so I'm going to go where the purple is. And I'm going to do parentheses, and I'm going to use the lines on the house to line my stuff up. Okay, so you can do a parentheses and a parentheses. Just like that. The other house had portholes. Had portholes in it. Okay, see? Little portholes. So I'm gonna make some gray. So I'm gonna grab this white with a smidge of black and do my circle and circle, right, on either side of the door. Right, parenthesis and a parenthesis, and then color it in. And you could fill and fix as you're coloring it in. You could fix your circle if you need to. Okay, and the other side. Parenthesis and a parenthesis gets you basically there. And you can fill and fix. Okay, and then the porthole, you're just outlining later. That's all it is. Okay, so, but I'll show you the details on that one because it's something new. Obviously the life preservers are just putting the red pieces on them. And you just got to color in your flags, so that's not a big deal. Okay, your doors and windows, same thing, you know. The windows on this guy, okay, I did the gray first. Right, so I'm going to grab the white and the black again with Mini Me. And I used the lines on my house to guide me, okay? So I'm just going to pull down this way, and across. And then the same over here, pull, across, just like that. And fill it in. Fill it in, right? And then once it dries, go with the brown and just frame it out. And we put I put little zigzaggies in them, like it's the glass reflecting. So we'll get these all on here, and then if there's any detail that you want to see me paint all the way through, like really showing every little tiny thing I did, I will. I don't have a problem doing that. I don't like to over direct you guys though. I like you to have fun and you know, go rogue and create on your own. But if there's one of the details that you really want to see from the original, let me know and I'll show you how I did it, the whole entire thing. Okay, because the bucket and the shovel, you're just coloring in. And then you make this darker in the middle. Flip-flops, you're just coloring in, and then you're adding the little white things to it. Okay? These guys, you're just making more and more white, and then you're adding the red. Your doors are rectangles. Okay? So, I grab Big Boy and my brown and black or whatever color you want your doors to be, and you just pull a rectangle in here. However much, you know, and, you know, if you're adding your details, you want to leave room for your door and your, you know, so put your doors in. I would say put your doors in first. Don't be like Eve and have to put your door in and not have any room for the door because you put your porthole in there. But they're very simply just rectangles, okay, which I outlined. The seagulls, I'm going to show you the seagulls, 6,000%. So let me show you the seagulls, and as I'm showing you the seagulls, if there's something else you want to see, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to end it on the seagulls, okay, fam? Okay? But if you want to see something, tell me, and I will show you. I don't have a problem showing you, okay? So the seagulls, all right, I'm going to swirl, tap, dab, tiny. And it's the same seagull. It's the same exact thing, just facing different directions. Okay? It's the same thing, facing different directions. Right? One's facing one way and one's facing the other way. And they're easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, I don't have a pelican in this painting, Joan. And I'd have to look at a picture of a pelican to draw a pelican. I know a pelican has like a big thingy right here, but I have no idea what a pelican looks like other than its thingy. So, but I will keep that in mind. maybe I'll do a how-to birds, and I'll throw a pelican on there for you. Okay? So any of the details that are on my original, because I don't have, like, I use my phone to look at pictures and I don't have access to it. Needs a pelican. All right, you guys are gonna, okay. I have to go. You gotta wait. You gotta wait. I gotta press buttons. I gotta press buttons on the computer. Hold on. I gotta find what a pelican looks like. I know he has that thingy. I don't know what else he has, so hold on a tick. I'm not prepared for class. I am not prepared for class. Pelican. No. What is that? I don't want that. No. Why did it do that? No. Pelican. Images. Oh, goodness gracious. What is going on? Oh, he's like... Hold on. I'm trying to find one that I could paint. Oh, there's one with the big thingy hanging out. Okay, hold on. I'm looking. Okay. Alright, so pelican kind of looks like a duck and a stork at the same time. It's fine, we could do one later. Well, I just looked it up, so it kind of looks like a duck and a stork at the same time. Okay, so pelican is white paint. I have to keep looking at the picture and it's over there. So white paint, and you want to do an eyeball, right? You want to do an, where are we going to put a pelican? I'll put them up here. Okay, so close up. All right, we're going on an adventure, guys. I never painted a pelican before, but we'll see if my basics work. Okay, so eyeball for the body, right? I'm going to find my shape. So the first shape I see is an eyeball. Okay, so we're going to do the eyeball. All right, there's my eyeball. The next thing I see is a wing coming off the back. So I'm going to shade my I'm going to shade my body here a little bit. So when I put the wing in, you're going to tell the difference. Okay, wiping off my brush, and I need a wing. We need a wing. How's that wing go? Okay. So it's over, it comes off the back like this, and like that. Okay. And it's a big old wing. Alright, so we're going to put our wing in. Winging it. I'm winging it on the wing. We're winging it on the wing. That's what we're doing. And then it's like a stork. I need more white paint. Alright. More white paint. Okay, then it's like a stork neck. So we're gonna do a swoopy doo. So then his neck is here, and it swoopy doos like that. Right? Yes. Okay. So we need a swoopy doo, and then we need the top of his head. And then the long beak, move your hand, not the brush. Whoop. There we go. And then his feet. Okay, so his feet are like a duck's. Okay, so we're going to put the little triangle here and the little triangle here. And then we're going to pull this out. And pull this out, and then he has like duck feet. Weird bird. Weird bird, to say the least. And just do a little zigzag zoom to soften this all up here. Soften this all up. Add some more, add some orange to the feet. Add some orange to the feetsies here. Orange here. Okay, orange in the beak. There's the orange in his beak. And then if he just ate something, the thingy's gonna be out. So it's kind of like that. Fill that in. Bag under beak. Yep, so I'm gonna do the bag under the beak. There it is. Zigzag zoom to blend it into the face a little more. And let's see, swirl tap dab my brush. We need a little feathering on the wing. So I'm going to grab my white paint again. And oh yeah, his wings are fun. Alright, so feather the wing. Boop, 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 boop. He's got some fun wings. There we go. Shake the tail feather. Can't see his tail feathers. And he needs an eyeball. Gotta give him an eyeball so he can see. Boop. Right there. Alright, now we need a little bit of a shadow where his little baggy thing is. So we'll zigzag zoom a little bit of a shadow in there. And that's it. Okay, so how'd I do? Oh, goodness gracious. The shadow's a little much. Alright, I'd have to fix that shadow. It's a little much. It's a little much. So I'm going to grab my orange again. And I'm going to come in here. And we're going to soften out that shadow. Because it was a little intense. A little intense on the shadow. And I'm going to grab some white paint with my orange to do the top of his beak a little more prominent. Alright. That's a little bit better. There he is. What? Got to put like a frog leg hanging out of his mouth, right? There you guys go. Weird bird. A pelican. Oh my goodness, Joan, you threw me on that one. I had no idea. I didn't know what a pelican looked like. Alright, let's get to an easier bird. Let's do a seagull. That would be a good... Ooh, you just gave me an idea. That would be really fun for a paint party. With the summer stuff, I don't see anybody doing a paint party with pelicans. So, that would be kind of fun. Alright, if there's anything else you guys want to see, let me know. Otherwise, I'm finishing up with the seagull. And I want to show you what's coming up. So, you can be prepared for your Fridays. I messed up the bird. It'll never fly. Do pelicans fly? I guess they do fly. Do they fly or float? I don't know. So, seagull's easy peasy lemon squeezy. You're just going to do a line. Whoop, like that. And you're going to do a scoop. Scoop. Like that. Fill it in. And then you add his head. So you follow this line. And you do a little head action there. On a dock and a pier. Yeah. He's a pretty pelican. Thanks, Marie. On a dock or a pier, they always trying to get... Yeah, like I'm thinking that would... I gotta write that down. Thank you, Joan. That's like a really good idea because I haven't seen anybody do paint party pelican before. And he's really cool. Like I can do better than that, you know. I never painted a pelican before. But I could definitely, so his little seagull legs, and they have like chicken feet, okay, and little seagull beak going on there, and ooh, And his eyeball. Need an eyeball. And his wing. And his wing is black. So you're going to do his wing going like this. And then just a scoop in. Just a scoop in. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy seagull. Nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy going on here for our seagull action. And I'm going to grab Mr. Nifty. Yes! Joan, pelicans fly, dive for fish, and float. Oh, wow. I did not know all that. See, yes, that was from Finding Nemo. Mine. And the eyeball for our seagull. Okay, guys. I want to show you the portal because the portal's kind of cool. So let me show you the portal, and then I'm going to call it done. All right. So the portal is white paint. So once you have your gray, you're going to outline it in white. Do you remember the summer when Close the Beaches and sort of, kinda. I don't. He was in like a lawn chair or something, and everybody was posting jokes about it. Like, wasn't like I remember the jokes, like the picture of him in the lawn chair. So you're gonna do a circle around the portal in white. Okay, and then you're gonna do the zigzag lines to make it look like glass. And then you're going to add the clasp. So the clasp is 2 lines out. And then you connect it here. Okay, and I'm going to swirl tap that Mr. Nifty. And then you add like a shadow outline. So you just want to come around this way. And then you come around this way. And then you add the shadow around the clasp like that. And you have a porthole, which I love 6,000%. Okay, guys, I love you so much. If there's no more details that you want to see, have fun. Have fun with this. If you need to see all the little tiny All Things Beachy, there's a How To Tuesday out there. It's on the YouTube. It's called All Things Beachy. That shows all these little details, like in detail. Except the pelican, because that was new. So, all the little details in detail. If you're watching the replay and you have any questions, 6,000%, message me. Sue, thank you so much for the stars. It's always free to watch. Tips are appreciated, and I have to put my sign out before I get yelled at. So there is my sign. If you want a brush set, message me. Same brush as I've used for every single video I ever created. I have one of those going out. Mr. Nifty's, if you send support, make sure I get your address. Okay? Can we do an Italian coastal village as well, please? I'll have to Google that. I did Greece. I did do Greece. It was like my 3rd painting ever. I gotta write that down, honey. Hi, sweetheart. Welcome to the fam. Who is that? Wait, where'd she go? Vita Viva. Vita Viva? Hi, Vita Viva. Alright, so Italian coastal village. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Peggy. Oh, I didn't show you the surprise. Boy, I can't think tonight. Alright, so next Friday is our pirate ship. Da, 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 with our sharks. Pirate ship with our sharks. That is next Friday. the following Friday is Christmas in July painting. We have our lovely cardinals. Okay, Christmas in July. So we have our cardinal couple. Okay, and then, oh my purple lovers, this one is not finished, but it will be finished by tonight. My purple Murples out there, 6,000%. Moonstruck Beach. This is the first time anyone's seeing this. It's your exclusive sneak peek. Moonstruck Beach is going to be coming out. Okay, first time you guys are seeing this. It's not done yet. It's almost done. I just got to do a little more details. So my purple Murples out there. There you go. So that is going to be the next event that you see. How To Tuesday every single time. Same bat channel, same bat place on Tuesdays. I teach a certain concept. You can see the event pages for that. You can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Nice to meet you, Vita Viva. Have fun and go create. And, alright, so Italian Coastal Village. I gotta finish writing this. And then, Pelican painting. I told you, Marie. I told you I had a surprise for you. Ah, that's really cool, Sue. Nice, yeah. Garden hat painting with like the hat on the fence type thing. Yeah, I've seen those before. So my purple Murples, that's for you guys. All right, so thank you so much, fam, for hanging out with me tonight. Y'all warm my heart. If you have any questions, message me. Replays on YouTube and all that good stuff. And I don't know what I said and didn't say, so I'm going to say goodnight. Alright, so you guys have a great weekend. I will see you on Tuesday. Mwah. Have fun and go create, okay? Bye, everybody.